Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I know this is coming a little bit late today. I've had a real fiasco with the phone just going off. Like, it just hasn't stopped, so I turned it off. Turned it off so I could record this. I'll turn it back on when I go to edit. So if you're trying to reach me right now, you're not going to be able to. Just kind of how I had to roll it. We're going to do Runecasting Wednesday just a touch different today. By the way, I would like to thank everyone who has been showing up for the last two videos that I did on Monday. No matter where you watch, whether it's YouTube, BitChute, CloudHub, Rumble, or Odyssey, thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for, your likes, your comments, and everything else. What do we need to know for today, though? Today is going to be a very, very big day for us, I think. You know what? I keep getting... I'm just going to adjust a little bit here so you'll be able to see. I keep getting I keep getting some feelings here, and they're not bad. They're just different. And let me tell you what I mean by that. What I mean is that at present, I keep getting these feelings that something's going to change. There are going to be some life-altering changes coming, and I really would like to know what those are. Now, before I draw the runes and cast them, oh my goodness, you got to be kidding me. 1 second.
Alpha 4234 Agent 4670.
Scammers again. Sorry about that. My apologies. What I wanted to do today was I wanted to call out and just see what could we expect. And so today I'm going to be using this pendulum. I hope that you can see it. It's very beautiful tiger eye, a very beautiful tiger eye pendulum that Moots got me. And there was an instant connection with it, and I realized I haven't used these yet, so I'm going to try to use them now. Before I even draw and cast the runes, though, what I want to do is I want to ask, who are we being, who are we? Who's our significator today? What are we being guided by? And how can we use the information that's coming to maximize what we do today and how we do it? So let's ask that right now. First off, I want to know who the significator is. I want to know just who are we embodying here. And so far I'm getting this card. So, we do have Fenrir. This one's come up before. And what Fenrir is showing us is that being consumed by our anger and our hatred is not going to help us. Not at all. Remember, in the past few readings we've done, it's been about what you love about certain things, and not what you don't. In fact, some of the things that you don't like, you can actually actively change. Some things you really can't. However, stewing in your anger right now is not going to help you. So we need to understand that when we take the form of this wolf, who, of course, is a very destructive force. This is the wolf that embodies that anger and that destruction. But we have another one. And I've had this little outro on the video before, the two wolves. One wolf is all the negativity, all the things that all the hatred, all the you know, just that crushing, you know, anger and rage and fear and all that negativity. And the other one is love, compassion, humanity, and all that positivity. The one that wins inside you is the one you feed. So you gotta start this out. In fact, there was a meme I saw about tabletop role-playing games in general. It shows all these companies huddled, and then it shows Wizards of the Coast saying, hey, we're going to change the gaming license, and one guy steps out and goes, and then goes right back into the conversation with the other ones that he loves. So I think that's really, I think we should modify that to, hey, we're going to change this. And you just converse with the people who love the same things you do. That's it. Draw the power away from it. Now, what is our, how are we being guided today is what I really want to know. So it looks like we're still making a connection with that top card. Skadi. Now, Skadi is the one who came to Odin demanding reparations for the death of her father. In return, she walked away marrying one of the gods. However, she wanted Balder, and Odin said, okay, you can have him as long as you can judge him by his feet. So he erected a screen. All the male gods were lined up, and she selected the most beautiful pair of feet there were, and they were, of course, attached to Njorthr, who lived in a very coastal region. Story goes on to say that Skadi couldn't stand the calling of the seagulls, and that Njorthr really couldn't stand the cold and the constant baying of the wolves. So they spend equal time in each place. That way, it's not an imposition of one over the other. And that's what I'm coming to. Being able to compromise is going to be a great thing. However, you should not be giving up the entire farm. That's not compromise, that's acquiescence. Now, centering over the runes again. I know we're going to be going, but which way? Alright, looks like we're going to this one. Ragnarok. Some things have to end. And right now we do have to end some things, especially if we're to present a united front against that which is threatening us even more than anything else. That right now I can see a little bit of the old division kind of coming back, especially while we're galvanized right now, and that's not going to help anything. The thing that we have, I think the ultimate compromise, especially if you're in tabletop gaming right now, which has been all the news in my circles, and I don't need to swing the pendulum for the next card because it's the only card left uncovered, but the ultimate compromise in this is just to accept your table, your rules, my table, my rules, as a philosophy. That's it. You will have to accept that there are shitty people, and they will play very shitty games. And on top of that, we're going to go here, and it looks like that decision, according to the Void, is completely up to us. We're receiving a little guidance, but it's not going to be the type of guidance that's going to be an imperative rule. A lot of this is a very strong suggestion. However, in your runes today, I'm just going to be grabbing 3 out of the bag here. we go. And I know this one was first, and it is none other than Ulu's The Strength of the Ox. We also have Isa, which is a reflective moment. And we also have Tivaz, which is our justice rune. Now, let me tell you a little something about each of these runes. Well, actually, I've already told you something about each of these runes. Putting them together. With it ending in Tivaz, our guidance by Skadi is definitely going to be about balance. And the thing is, we usually cannot agree on some things. I can tell you this much: I love the game Wicked Ones. I think it's a great concept, and I bought it on concept alone. And it has a safety tools and X card page, which I don't like, and I do not consent to using, and I never will. However, even if the authors intend for that to be there, I don't have to use it. At my table, I play with people that I know, I play with people I trust. And we can usually come to agreements right there at the table between ourselves. We don't need that stuff. We have already done this for years. Some people feel that they need it. Now, what can I do about that? Absolutely nothing. Nothing whatsoever. And I accept that. It takes a certain kind of strength to understand that there are things you can do and there are things that are out of your control. And that is what this reading is about today. You are going to have to summon the courage and the strength to change the things that you can. You are going to have to learn to accept the things you cannot change, and you will have to have that wisdom to understand that there is a difference. Ladies and gentlemen, there are games out there on the market right now made by very crappy people that I will not be buying. But I will never tell you can't buy them. There are movies made by very crappy people, but I will never tell you not to watch them. I won't. As a matter of fact, there are certain movies I'll tell you don't go see it. But after that, that's all I can do. I will never push for anything to be banned because I don't agree with it. The question is, what will you do? Can you achieve ultimate acceptance of yourself and your philosophy? Are you that strong? Well, I can tell you, if you're at this channel, you probably are. So get to it. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for being here. I want to thank you for catching these readings when and where you can, when and where you feel you need the guidance. And I want you to remember something. No matter whether you're just joining us, this is your first video, your second video, 5th or 10th, I love you all. Take care of yourselves, and then each other. Always do what lights you up, and as always, shine on.